Hello buddy, my name is Tazer and welcome to my global collaboration episode. So yeah, this is a big collab between a bunch of different City Skylines YouTubers put on by Paradox. And yeah, this is just very exciting and I'm very glad to be a part of this. So it's pretty much just a bunch of people getting together and building a city together, and just building different neighborhoods in the city, and in the end making, I guess, a complete city. So yeah, I was lucky enough to be a part of this, and I was third in the lineup, which means that there wasn't a whole lot done in the city when I got the save game. So yeah, I wasn't 100% sure like what type of style and what type of theme this city was going to have. I didn't know if it was going to be an American themed city, a European theme, or just something else, Asian theme. I didn't know. But in the end, it just ended up being a mix of everything, which is pretty cool on its own, actually. Like, you see a lot of very like specific theme cities and stuff, and that's obviously pretty realistic, of course, and the most common thing to do. But when you have a bunch of different people from all around the globe, and just everyone just building their own stuff and just all mixing together, it's pretty cool. And there's just like a bunch of different type of styles in the end of this city from the screenshots and stuff that I've seen. And yeah, but at least my idea was just to try and go for something pretty generic, because as I said, I wasn't sure if there was going to be anything specific like that. So I decided to just go for a contemporary neighborhood, which is just a very modern one, modern architecture. It's something you can see in like American cities, in a lot of European cities. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea to just go for this, and I had done it in one of my own projects, a sort of neighborhood like this, and yeah, I think that one turned out good, and I decided to just do another one in this series, and I think it worked well for it. So I imagine that's like when they build these type of neighborhoods, maybe there's been some type of like industrial area before, and it was no longer needed, so they destroyed everything, and yeah, just bulldozed everything to the ground, and then just started over from scratch again, and put down a lot of like modern buildings, and made it into a pretty nice neighborhood, I guess. At least this is what I've seen in real life, and I think it's pretty common for these type of neighborhoods to have some sort of story like that. So I guess there would be something like that for this place as well. I mean, there are train tracks going right through it with this train station here, as you see me detailing, of course. So maybe there'd been, before these train tracks got elevated, maybe this was some type of train yard or whatever, and as the city started to grow, they wanted to move out the train yard further outside the city, and yeah, just, I don't know, elevated the train tracks and bulldozed everything and made this neighborhood here. I don't know, I like to think these type of stories when I do builds like this, because I don't know, I think you can get more realism out of that, and yeah, so maybe that's a story for this, who knows, maybe there's some type of other story. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this whole place, and I'm pretty happy with this train station. I think it worked out pretty nice. It just fit perfect here. And I was able to squeeze it in here along these other train tracks, because there are actually 6 tracks here. But the train station here obviously has 2 tracks, because it's not a major train station. Because there is just a super big one that Distance made in the last episode, and I thought I'd just continue the whole train track idea and the train network for the city to just add another train station, which turned out nice. But yeah, so I managed to just squeeze it in there and use some of those like gravel networks and stuff to connect up all the elevated train tracks, which definitely made it look a bit more realistic, and that it was all, you know, together, I guess. And then I'm just working on this other side of the train station here. I put down a shopping building there on the corner and I can't remember who made that asset, but I think it's Smileys, maybe his Steam name is. But yeah, I use a lot of his buildings in this neighborhood because they're just very, contemporary, generic buildings, and they just look very nice as well. And I like this, that you can just put another building on top of another one and just make it pretty unique. Just keep on building on the buildings. Yeah, then I'm putting down some modern townhouses here, I guess you could say, and they actually have some nice backyards and stuff, which I would imagine would be pretty expensive property, I guess. But yeah, what else? I don't know, I'm trying to sort of remember what I thought when I built all of this, because I built this, I think it was in the start of April, so that's quite a few months ago, so I'm not really 100% fresh on all of my thoughts of what I was doing here. I mean, I sort of remember, of course, but like, I can't really remember exactly what I thought and my reasons for putting everything down. And, I guess I just went, however I felt inspired to do it. I felt pretty free building here, because, there was no theme really when I started this, so I was just doing whatever, whatever I felt like, and this is one example, just adding some backyards here in the middle of this pretty urban area, which is pretty nice, I think, pretty nice, but I mean, on the other side there's like these elevated train tracks and stuff, so maybe not that nice, but yeah. And these buildings are pretty cool there as well on the corner, and yeah, you can see the overall style is just contemporary, as I said before. But yeah, I've been talking for 8 minutes now, so usually in my own videos I tend to put on some music here, so that's what I'm gonna do. So enjoy some music now for a couple of minutes, and then I'll tune back again, talk a bit more on where we've come in the time-lapse. So yeah, enjoy some music, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm back now, and we've done some more progress in this little neighborhood that we've been working on. Trying to see here what I'm actually doing. So I'm putting down some parking lots here for these apartment buildings, and yeah, I feel like there should definitely be some parking lots. There will probably be a lot of underground parking space in more modern areas like this. Just underground parking garages. But I decided to put a few parking spots on the ground as well. But yeah, not too much. But there's also quite a bit of street parking. So yeah. So this thing here, I remember doing this. This was a little bit weird because there was like some parking spots that came with the building, and I sort of realized that a little bit later on, and then I had to like squeeze a super small entrance in for the cars there between the building and the fence. So yeah, I think you might see later that I tried to put like some car props there and see if they could fit, and a car just barely fits through there. So yeah, I guess that worked out. But I'm doing some like nice paths through all of these buildings and stuff here. I imagine this would be a pretty nice spot to maybe bike a little bit or just walk around. I think that would be pretty nice. So yeah, here you can see like the parking spots. Here I tried putting a car there, but it works. It does work just fine. But definitely a pretty tight space to squeeze through there. But yeah, what else am I doing here? I think I'm working on some type of Starbucks or something, some cafe here. I wanted to do something for this building. I feel like it's a little bit boring to just have residential buildings with no like storefronts and stuff at the bottom of the building. So yeah, I decided to do some more detailing outside of this. I think this is actually in the asset, this Starbucks logo there on the building. But yeah, I decided to put some like outside serving area, some bike racks and that kind of stuff, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And then just continue expanding here, putting down a bunch of these buildings, and I do actually like how I combine these buildings here. The shape of them turned out pretty cool, combining two of them like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Then I'm putting down one of the high rises here. I thought that would just, work pretty nice to have a bit of a high rise building here, a sort of skyscraper, I guess you could say. But yeah, I can't remember like if someone else in the project expanded suburbs more like outside, or what should I say? Continuing the train tracks the other way, not towards the train station, but the other way. I don't know if there will be suburbs and stuff there in the end when this is finished. I guess we'll just have to see in the last video. I'm not sure about it, but if it's not, maybe it's not that realistic to have such a tall, like high-rise building here if there isn't more like suburbs and stuff continuing out. But I don't know, I didn't really know when I built this, because yeah, there wasn't a whole lot other stuff in the city. But yeah, I think it's fine, you might see some high rises, and this might be a more newly developed area and they haven't maybe got to expanding outside of this. I don't know, there could probably be some type of story for it. Yeah, this was such a long time ago since I did this. I can't remember like if I thought about anything. Oh my god, I can't talk. Anything specific, like any inspiration. I don't think so really for this here. But yeah, I guess I can just talk about like a cool mod that just came out as of recording this commentary, which is this intersection marking tool. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but I haven't actually tried it yet. But I will when I load up my own save game. But yeah, this mod is like super cool and definitely a game changer, I think. It allows you to like draw markings and stuff with that tool in like intersections and that kind of stuff, and I think that's gonna be just absolutely phenomenal. Like, that is just a game changer. That is something I think a lot of people in the City Skylines community have have really been waiting for a long time. I know I have definitely done that. Like, I've been just wanting a mod like that for such a long time. Being able to just customize the lines and stuff in intersections, like, that is so cool. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to using that mod. And if you like detailing, I'm sure you've already seen it. But yeah, if you haven't, definitely check that mod out, because I'm definitely gonna be checking it out, and I think I'm gonna like it a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, because first of all, I don't really know what to say about this time-lapse. But second of all, I think this is really gonna be a game changer mod, like, honestly, because doing this kind of stuff here, putting down the lines in intersections, like, this won't really be needed anymore. Like, you can just draw the lines, and I believe they won't act as any props or that kind of stuff, so that will also be great. But yeah, I think that is just gonna be a big game changer for detailing cities and making them just look way more realistic. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Hopefully you don't mind. But I'm putting down some planters here, putting down a couple benches. In these, like, open spots, I like to do that kind of stuff. Just making it more interesting, I guess. But yeah, I think we're sort of getting to the end of this time-lapse. But yeah, I'm detailing a little bit more around these apartment complexes here. Putting down some more ploppable pavement, I guess. And yeah, but I think this is pretty much it. So this is what I did for my global collaboration episode and my build here. Hopefully you guys liked it, and hopefully it will fit in with all of the other guys' stuff in the end. I do hope so. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. So I suggest you guys go over to the Timmeister's channel tomorrow at 4 PM Central European Summertime and check out the next episode of this project and check out his build over there. So yeah, definitely go ahead and do that. But that's gonna do it for my episode and my build. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But yeah, I'll catch you in my next video, and have a great day, and bye-bye.